Good morning, y'all. How's everyone doing this morning? Let's see who's in the live chat. Oh, how do I get past this poll here? Melanie, Shirley, and Tammy, Sunnyside, Charlie Girl says, Misty, Vicky. Good morning, y'all. This is going to be a long stream this morning because we're going to review Alex Cox's interview with Chandler PD. I had a hard time deciding which one I wanted to do this morning, whether, Lori's interview or Alex's or Tylee's, but I figured we would start off with Alex Cox's interview first since he is the one that shot and killed Charles Vallows. Hey, Sonia. Good morning. Y'all, what day of the week is it? Let me look on my phone. Ain't that bad? I don't even know. It's Thursday. Okay, so I'm thinking that maybe this evening we may do Lori's interview with Chandler PD. And then tomorrow morning maybe do Tylee's. I don't know. They're really long. And I'd like to get them all up on my channel if possible. So let's go ahead and get started and watch these. Watch this interview with Alex Cox. Now, I have not watched all this. I started watching it this morning and I paused it and I was like, I'm just going to save it to watch with everybody on the live stream. Let me find it. I watch a lot of bird videos. It's in my history here. Let me go through it. Alex Cox right here. And I just want to say, he looks like such a weirdo in this interview, y'all. Gosh, he's got like Nike slides on and his toes is hanging over the ends of his sandals. Wait, I don't want to share a video file. And he just looks like such a dumbass. Okay, let me get it shared. I think that him and Lori had a weirdo brother-sister relationship. That's what I think. Totally obsessed with his sister. And I will have to mute. Hold on, let me mute. Or the robot.
Water, are you good? You got one? I got an extra. Perfect. Thank you very much. We'll be right back.
Yep, all right.
There's another Baldo sitting there. It's like stupid brown laundry. Let me put it on full screen. Okay. Let's see. He's waiting on the cops to come in there. Let's skip through a little bit till it starts.
Police department.
Okay, here we go.
I want to walk through what happened today.
Baldo. Where's Baldo?
So,
Sunnyside, I'm obsessed with parrot videos.
Yeah. Sherry Street?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
now, does it look like he's been attacked? No, this is right after he shot and killed Charles Vallows.
Okay. Well, where do you work at? What do you do for them?
On a tractor truck. Mostly hauling has waste.
Okay. What's the cell phone number for you?
Okay. What about Soch?
You could tell Alex didn't take very good care of
I have
himself.
very
Look how he's
little
dressed, his old
understanding
dirty
about what
clothes.
happened. Patrol kind of, Rob, or the officer that talked to you out there, it kind of turns into the phone game. So, you know what I mean? When they go, yeah, this is what he says, but they're kind of rambling through it real fast. And same with your sister. Your sister's name is Lori? Or
No,
Lauren?
Sonia, you're fine. I want you to have a
Hello.
wrench.
Lori? Okay. So the big thing I want to do is just make sure that we have all the details accurate and factual. So, because kind of some of the information we got from patrol didn't really match up what Lori told us compared to. So walk me through what happened today.
Well, I stayed the night at my sister's.
Okay.
We were planning to go do something fun day. We hadn't really decided. I was thinking maybe I was going to take her to the range.
Okay.
Or
To the gun range.
something.
Okay.
And I'll take JD to some water park.
Learn her how to kill people, shoot them dead.
So I stayed there last night, and this morning Charles showed up, and I don't know what started it.
And Charles is your brother-in-law. He and Lori are married.
Yes.
Okay.
So he showed up. He was following her and yelling. And then I got between
So what? He was following her and yelling. So
Tyler
what? That
came
happens
out
to me all the time.
with her bat, and I had separated for a minute, and then my sister walked around me there in the living room, and then Charles was following Lori and yelling, and Tyler told him to get back. She took her bat like that and shoved him, and he took the bat away. And I said, "What are you doing?" And I got between them, and then he hit me, and I just went down, and when I got up, he was still yelling. And so
Don't look like you've been hit, Baldo.
I came back
Okay.
and told him to put the gun down, or the bat down. And he came at me and was saying, what are you gonna do? Like that, and come to me with the bat. I said, put it down. He wouldn't. He came at me, so.
Okay. So when that argument first started between Lori and Charles, where in the house were they?
I don't know.
Okay. Where did you first?
I was in my bedroom.
Okay, so you were in your bedroom and you heard the argument.
When they came right towards me.
Okay, so they were coming down the hallway towards the bedroom?
Yes.
Okay, so you hear the argument, you step out, what's the first thing that you see?
Charles chasing after Lori and yelling.
Okay. Had Tyler already gotten the bat? Did he already have the bat? Okay.
No.
So Charles is coming towards Lori.
He's
They're coming
towards
your way.
Lori, and I shoved him back.
Okay.
I said, "What are you doing?" Because he's coming at her aggressively.
Okay.
He's a big dude, so he's not gonna hurt my sister.
Okay.
You're a big dude. You was a
Yeah.
big dude too, you weirdo.
You shoved him back.
Yeah.
What happened right after that?
He,
And that's in the, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
he got back up and he comes right to me.
I don't
and does
believe
the- and
that
continues to yell
Charles
at her.
was going to
Okay.
hit
So
or
his
push
name-
Lori. I don't
Are you in
believe
the
that.
hallway of the house or where are you?
Right close to the doorway
The,
of that bedroom.
of the bedroom you were staying?
Yes.
Okay. So you're right near the bedroom?
Yes.
Okay.
So then, I don't remember why, he backed up, and then my sister came around behind me, and they ended up in the living room, and then while they were on the way to the living room, Tylee comes out of her bedroom, which is adjacent to the one I was staying in,
Okay.
with her bat,
Okay.
yelling at Charles. Actually, she was behind Charles at first, and then she got around in front of him in the living room.
Okay. So he then went back, they went back towards the living room
Yes,
after
back in
after
the-
you shoved him. Did he
Yes.
fall to the ground when you shoved him?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so he falls to the ground, he gets back up, you're blocking between him and Lori.
Yes, yes,
And he basically is talking past you, still yelling at Lori.
yes. Exactly.
What's he saying?
I don't remember.
Okay. So as you're standing there between them, what happened right after that? Is that when Tylee came out with her bat?
No, he backed up.
Okay.
He yelled something, and then he backed up, and then Lori went by me and around me in the hallway.
Mhm.
So he backed up, I had cleared the doorway, so then she came around, and then Charles was behind her.
You need to
pursuing
buy
her
some
again.
bigger shoes.
Okay.
Tylee came out, yelled at him with the bat.
And are you guys in the living room then or still in the
Yeah,
hallway?
It starts in the hallway and then goes to the living room.
Okay.
So Tylee gets around him in the living room, he stops. Tylee goes around to the front of him, tells him to back off.
What I find it easiest to do in situations like this is
to kind of draw like a rough floor plan?
Sure. So we'll make this the living room. All right, and then this is the hallway,
Okay.
and then this is the kitchen. So Tyler's bedroom is here, my bedroom's here, and then. living
I had to
room's
speed
Okay,
Baldo
just put living
up,
room there,
y'all.
so I-
This is
so I
like 2
know, and then
hours.
You said that's kitchen?
Yep.
And then,
So the doorway's here.
okay, is this area of the house where all of this incident was focused
Yes.
at? Okay,
Yep. And then there's another bedroom here. This is JJ's bedroom.
okay. So you first get involved when they're down by your room?
They come all the way into she comes in the room and he comes right here and I stop there right here.
Okay, so she came into your room? Okay, so she comes into your room, he's coming at her
Yeah.
aggressively, and that's when you pushed him?
Yep.
So you push him down?
Yep.
And then he gets back up?
Yep. And then
And,
he yells, and then he backs up,
okay,
and then Lori goes around him, and they're still going at it.
Okay.
Right? And then Tiny comes out when she hears what's going on. She has her bat.
okay. Is it a metal bat?
Yeah, it's a
Plastic bat?
aluminum bat.
Okay,
So she comes at him, because she's tiny, so that's like her thing. You know, she doesn't have anything, but she wants to help defend her mom.
okay.
So she comes at him, and then when
And they've already moved back
Right,
towards the
so
living
they're
room?
going this way.
Okay.
Poor child wanted to defend her
Well,
mom, who
here,
ended up
Tyler's
murdering
here,
her,
Tyler's here.
and JJ.
I'm here, Tylee goes at him with the bat, then he takes the bat away from her, and I step towards him, and he turned around and cracked me.
Is that foot injury that's
Yes.
caused on your head? Okay,
Well, there was some shoving first, and I got spun around,
okay,
and then popped. So I go back here, grab my gun, and come back out. He's still yelling and threatening me,
okay,
and then, so I was standing here, and he was there.
okay. So you're saying right there, he's right here,
He's there.
and you said, what happened when you came out with the gun?
I said, put that bat down. He's like, what are you gonna do? So you're gonna threaten me? I was like, no, I'm just gonna defend myself. So you put that bat down. And he goes, what are you gonna do like that? And he came at me,
Okay,
and he'd already hit me in the head.
okay, so he came at you at the bat. What was he doing with the bat when he came at you?
It was in his right hand like this.
Okay, so he's holding it low and he's coming at
Yeah.
you? Okay. So you gave him, how many times would you say you told him to, like, put the bat down?
Once?
Once? Okay, and then he started advancing towards you?
Yes.
How many times did he
Yes,
start?
Sonia, they were still alive.
Couple.
Okay, were Tylee and your sister,
I didn't see him, so I don't know where they were.
where's JJ at during all this?
He's already out in the car.
Okay, so he's sitting out in the
Yeah,
car.
I think.
Okay, but you, as far as you think or understand, you're not sure where they were.
Correct.
He's in the corner of the living
Yeah,
room.
they were no longer in the room
Okay,
when I come back out.
so they're out of the room, so it's just you and him.
Yes.
And he basically comes at you with the bat.
Yeah.
You tell him to put it down.
Yeah.
He's threatened, like,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do about it?
Yeah.
And what'd you tell him?
I didn't say anything. He's coming at me, and I'm holding the gun.
Okay,
If you're gonna attack someone with a gun, you gotta be ready for the repercussions.
yeah. So I just wanna make sure, because
Yeah.
he basically, you had said it earlier that he had the bat.
Yep.
And
What a
I was like,
coward.
what are you gonna do about it?
Yeah.
You had already told him to put the bat
Yeah.
down, and then he just came at you,
Yeah.
and you shot him.
Yep.
Okay. And you're thinking a couple times?
I mean, it was more than one shot.
So more than one shot. What kind of gun was it?
45.
Okay. What, make?
It's a Springfield XDM,
Okay, so it's an XDM 45.
Yeah.
What type of ammo were you carrying in it, do you know?
just standard.
Like full metal jacket?
Yeah.
Target shooting,
Yeah.
okay. So you fire a couple times.
Yeah.
You don't know where they're at.
They're gone.
They're gone. What happened right after that?
Okay, I get it now. So the reason he said he was going to take Lori to the gun range is to try to explain why he had that gun on him at Lori's house. Okay, I get it now.
Right after that, I went to the kitchen and rinsed my hands off because I
Okay.
had blood on the back of my head. And then I went back into the room.
There's nothing wrong with your Baldo head,
put my
buddy.
gun around my
Nothing.
phone, and
No
then went to the
blood,
kitchen.
no scratches. Look,
Okay.
there's nothing wrong with his damn
And
head.
then, did you see your sister and Tylee again? Did they come back in or
Not
not?
until they drove up.
Okay. So then they drove up
Yeah,
here?
yeah.
Okay,
When they drove up outside.
gotcha. What's going on with Charles and Lori? I mean, does he live there?
No.
Okay, so where's he living
He
now?
lives in Houston.
Okay. For work, or are they separated, or?
Separated and for work.
Okay, so both. How long have
They
they been
split up,
separated?
January.
Okay, so 6 months or so, 6, 7 months.
Yeah, he's had some pretty erratic behavior since that split up.
Okay.
He came and threatened.
He's had erratic behavior. Your sister's a freaking weirdo, and you're a freaking weirdo
Okay.
too.
There's a
Freaking
confrontation
monsters.
Mostly between Tylee and Charles.
Were the police involved in that one?
No,
Okay.
no. I was just supervising to make sure that he didn't hurt her.
Okay. So, was he working out of state before January? Or?
He always has worked out of state.
Let me pause a minute. Sunnyside, this is, she says, haven't followed this case. Did he kill his family? He killed Tylee, Ryan, and JJ for cult mom, Lori Vallow, his weirdo sister. This is Lori Vallow's brother, Alex Cox.
Okay, so he always works out of state. What's he do for a living?
He does annuities.
Okay. So, what was he in town for today? Does he come into town often, or
Occasionally to see JJ.
okay? Is he JJ and Tylee's dad?
He's JJ's dad. Well, actually, he's Charles's nephew. He's his niece's kid.
JJ.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she was a meth addict, and they adopted JJ.
Okay. So they adopted JJ,
Yeah.
but Tylee is not.
Not his.
Okay.
So he would be a stepdad, I guess.
Okay. So stepdad. When's the last time he's been in town, or when's the last time you've seen him?
Last time I saw him was at my house in February, March.
Okay. Was he here last night? Did you guys have any interactions with
No,
last night?
no.
Is there any history of domestic violence between Lori and Charles?
Not physically that I know of.
Okay. So. how
No
old is-
domestic violence besides she threatened to kill
Okay.
Charles multiple
How old
times.
is your sister?
44 or 5.
Okay.
Is it sad that I don't know?
I have to do the math.
It's hard enough to remember my own age.
Right. Each birthday, you're like, that didn't happen.
After 45, who cares?
Is there anything else that you could think of that I didn't ask about that I need to know right now?
I can't think of anything.
Okay. Did Lori ever say, like in the last couple of days, that Charles was coming to town?
Yeah, she said he was coming to pick up JJ.
Okay. So you guys were expecting him to show up today?
Yeah, they were
Okay.
expecting
So
him,
you-
and this was
okay. It wasn't like
premeditated.
you showed up
No,
unexpectedly.
it wasn't
Okay.
a surprise or anything like that.
But you don't know what they were arguing or
No.
fighting about?
His behavior was a surprise, but him showing up was.
Your behavior is a surprise, buddy. You
Uh,
murdered 2 kids
Let me
with
just
your
walk you
sister,
through my
niece, and
understanding of it,
nephew.
to make sure that I'm accurate. You were in your room.
Yeah.
Had you even gotten up and like been out of your room?
Yeah, brush my teeth.
Okay. So you're in your room. You hear.
I'm just on the phone, and then I just hear them coming around the hall quick.
Had you seen Charles before, or like that morning?
No.
Okay. So
No.
you hear them arguing.
Yeah.
And by
First
the
time I
time
seen him is at the doorway.
at your door.
And I shut him back.
So Lori comes into your room.
Yeah.
You're in your room.
Yeah.
You get up at the doorway and basically get between him and Lori.
Yeah.
You push Charles back.
Yeah.
He probably fell down to the ground or did fall to the ground.
He stumbled back.
Okay. So he stumbles back. He comes right back up
Yeah.
and he's talking past you,
Yes.
still yelling at Lori.
Yes.
But you don't know what he was yelling at.
I don't remember.
So at some point in time, Charles backs up. Lori comes out and they both go around you towards the living room.
Yes.
He's
How do you
awful
feel about
calm
the
just to have shot and killed his
and
brother-in-law.
Basically, they've made their way into the living room.
Yes.
So Tylee pokes her dad in the back.
In the front. In the
In the
chest.
front. Okay, so
Or something,
she's
yeah.
come around this
Yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so she's come around.
So this is Tylee, and that's Charles.
Okay, so she pokes him in the back,
Yeah.
or in the chest with the bat.
Yeah.
You know how many times without, or
Just once, and
Just
just
once.
grab that.
so he grabs the bat, takes it away. You come towards him.
Yep.
And then what happened right after that?
He shoved me and spun me around,
Okay,
and then cracked me in the back of the head.
cracked you in the back of the head. He hit you one time.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go back to your room.
I stumbled forward, yeah, and then I went back in.
Did you fall to the ground when you got hit with the bat?
No, just my head bounced.
Okay. So you go back to your room.
Yeah.
Get the gun.
Yeah.
Come back to the living room.
Yeah.
Now, Tylee and Lori are gone.
Yeah.
And
I like to bounce Lori's head with a
And
baseball bat.
Charles, what's he doing again?
He's got the bat,
Okay.
and he's looking at me, and he's going, "What?" And I told him, I said, "Charles, put that bat down." And he goes, "What are you gonna do about it?"
How are you holding the gun when that happened?
Hold the right
Okay, so
hand.
you pointed it out.
Yeah.
You tell him, Charles, put the gun down,
Yeah.
or put the bat down.
Mm-hmm.
And what did he say?
He's like, "What are you gonna do about it?"
Okay.
And then comes at me.
Okay. And then you fired a couple times.
Yeah.
But you're not sure how many. You know it was more than one.
I'm pretty sure it was 2.
Two. Okay, 2 shots. Where were you aiming on his body?
Just center.
Okay, so you're pretty sure 2 shots center mass.
Yeah.
He falls to the ground.
He
You
shot
don't
to
see Lori or
kill.
Tylee anymore.
Correct.
You go to the kitchen, grab a rag for your head,
Yeah, throw some paper towels and wash my hands off.
and then go back to your room, put the gun down,
Yeah.
grab your phone,
Yeah.
come back to the kitchen and call him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they walked me through and tried to do CPR.
Okay.
It's hard to
Anything
keep
else
track,
that you can
Sonia.
think
There's
of
so many people
that
involved
I
in
need to
this
know?
case.
Or that's important to this?
That's all there is.
Okay. Trying to think if there's anything else that I need to know. I I'm gonna get a tech out here to take some photographs of you, if you're okay with that.
That's
So
fine.
if you wanna hang tight for me, you need the restroom or anything?
I'm good.
Okay, all right, hang tight for me. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go have somebody take some photographs of your head.
Yep.
This back on.
Okay, let's see what the weirdo's gonna do. Damn, his toes is like really hanging over those slides. I have Nike slides. I just don't like them on guys with their old dirty jeans and their shirt on. I think him and Lori have a freaking incest relationships. What I think. Let's see. He's just sitting there. Okay, we can fast forward through all this. Skip ahead. He's awful calm just to have shot and killed somebody. Okay, let's go back.
Did you spell your last name for me?
Felix.
Mute, so don't echo.
And what's your birthday?
Well, I would say that's about the easiest last name to spell in a long time.
Come on, spell me.
And while she's getting stuff there, I'll just ask you some questions about it. So I see you got this
Yeah.
on your, is that from today?
Yeah.
Okay. And you got something on the back of your head. Do you have any other injuries? You feel any bruising anywhere else?
I don't feel anything.
Okay.
They don't have no GD injuries. It's all an act. I bet Charles never even picked up the baseball bat, guys. Never.
Are you okay to stand up?
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna have you sit just right against this wall right there.
And then I can do my bladder after this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
And then
so
we'll
go face me first.
What's that?
So
Face
turn
us.
face me
Oh.
first. Basically, I'm gonna do a set of overall photographs. and then we'll
What are
do
you
the
laughing at, freak? You just shot and killed your brother-in-law that's been married to your sister 15 freaking years. Let me take this down.
And were you, these are clothes you were wearing at the time?
He'll break the damn camera. It's so damn ugly.
Okay, turn to face that way with your whole body. Face the wall so your back's to me. Turn to your right. Okay, face me again. All right, and then if you
You know
could-
what's sad when you're posing for photographs?
Wait, I thought I did see something on his head. Some blood or something when he turned around.
So you're like this. Tilt.
Oh,
There's something right there.
That's right, there you go.
Oh no, Baldo's
Or don't move
head.
the camera around.
Okay, and then palms up.
Look, what's he laughing about? He's got an evil giggle.
Okay, so I'm gonna swirl your hands right now, just so that
Yeah.
I'm not manipulating too much.
And then, yeah, as soon as she's all done here, I'll get you into, we're gonna.
They didn't think his behavior was weird,
Check
these
your bathroom,
cops.
And let's go use the restroom and I'll get you a new water. Or do you want soda or anything?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Water would be good after, but
Okay.
Not before.
Face mask, do you-
What's that?
do the face mask.
Yeah, absolutely.
Looks like he's been using turtle wax on top of his damn head.
I am a full service shop.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
it's either.
Of course, the one area where most of the like tourist traffic for over there is the worst traffic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we shut that down.
Swabbing for gunpowder residue, I guess.
That's not counting.
I saw some blood on his shirt.
Yeah, explain it.
So he said, I'm going to side-eye to every bald man now. I would. What's going on with the bald man being
I'm gonna do,
cray-cray?
A swab of the inside of your cheeks. It's just to get your own DNA
Sure.
that way.
I wouldn't even want to touch that freak or Lori. I'd be afraid their evil spirits would get inside of me. I believe they're evil. They got demons inside of them. That's for sure.
Sure.
He's very tilted and forced. He's trying to mirror them in what I think. That's why he comes off odd. I bet they think he's just nervous because they're police. Probably. I'm always extra nice to police. They make me nervous whether I've done anything or not. Sonia, no bald guys. Red flags, peeps. Yep.
So the inside of this hand, there's no injury, right? That's
Right.
just your red blood?
Yeah, that's.
So that's new. Okay, so if you can just put your arm like this. Okay. Do you know what that one's from?
This,
This one?
when we scuffled.
Okay.
Do they not know that his injury was not severe enough to cause him to have to shoot somebody? Charles probably didn't even hit him. Lori probably took the bat to him so they could, make it look like
Is that just one?
Yeah.
Charles was attacking him. Hey, it's a crying shame.
Okay.
Isn't that his desk? Go back to the axis.
Yeah, and no injuries on the top of your hands at all, right? Okay. Nothing else works on your arms? So the only other thing is the back of your head?
I did see blood on the back of his head.
Does it hurt only on this side or on this side too?
No, just on the,
Just
just
where
right
that
there.
actually
Yeah.
is? Okay.
Yeah, it's just pebbles and I got those ugly red moles.
Okay.
Pimples in your head? Don't you wash your head?
Another one.
I don't know, I can't see
Freak.
the back of my head, so I'm sure it's not pretty.
Oh, actually, your haircut's pretty decent.
Since that,
You still take it. Except for the lump there.
I'm going to let this play, guys. I'm going to go get me some coffee. I'll be right back.
That's fancy.
Mhm.
Helps when someone's taller, you try to get more little to.
Yeah.
Not everybody uses this.
I've never seen it used before.
I do it all the time.
No, it's fantastic.
step stool?
I have a viewer on my camera, so I can.
Oh,
look at
nice.
the camera.
Yeah, yeah.
I was just saying, I've never seen this.
I got the adjustable LCD on my Sony.
Okay.
They're really nice.
Yeah,
Hey,
you can see
Candy.
different angles without the.
Yeah, you can shoot crazy angles and still see what you're doing. You don't have to have your eye behind the camera. It's really nice.
Oh, shut up, freak. You're not supposed to talk ill of the dead, but he's evil, so it don't matter.
That one is the other one you should get out of it because it's heavy to hold this.
Especially when you're.
So he does have some blood on his head. He does, but you know what? Charles might have been trying to defend himself or something and
My
hit
wife has
him.
one of those.
Who knows?
I just got one about 6 months ago.
You said the Sony?
Yeah, the A73
She has the A6 something.
at 600,
Yeah, I think that's
6,000. I think
it's one. It's like, she doesn't let me use it.
Get your shirt.
Sure.
I just know what it costs.
I own this one at home. And this is it.
I'd love to know what he's smiling and giggling about, the freaking weirdo.
What's that one?
His wife's a weirdo too, Zulema.
Oh, the D73. Oh, those are really nice.
So it's full frame.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
really nice.
It's 32 meg. That's good resolution.
So have you seen it? If you want to check out your shirt.
Yeah,
Sure.
sure. Take my shirt off.
Sure.
He didn't know it, but when he was giving this interview in a couple
Yeah.
months, he didn't know it, but he was going to get his karma. He fell dead,
Just want to show. I'm just
pooped
gonna
on
show
himself,
that
threw
there's
up on
nothing.
himself, everything.
Nope, I don't see any.
Okay, and then face me.
Obviously, if you later on
Yeah.
realize or feel you got a bruise
Sure.
forming, it may not be visible now, let us know,
Yeah.
and we'll get a photograph. of it.
Okay.
Okay, so like I said, your neck's pretty red, but that's normal, right?
What's up?
I just want to make sure, so you're pretty.
Yeah,
red
that's
there.
more from driving. The sun's always on my
Just the
neck.
sun,
Yeah,
okay.
you can't
Just
ever
wanna
get enough
make sure.
shade.
No.
Driving the truck.
All right, so
That's
that's all I need. Right?
Oh, he's a weirdo truck driver. There's been a lot of truck drivers that's serial killers, weirdos. Okay, let's kind of skip through, see what's going on. Did you hear him? He just went breathing real hard. Worried if they're believing you, buddy? Let's see. Let's skip through. We may not have time to do another interview. Watch another one. They got one of Melanie Gibb too.
Just want to kind of go back to a couple things
Yes.
real quick.
Yep.
Your sister had mentioned something kind of historically. I guess
His
she
sister's
just-
a whore.
She just recently moved back, went to
Hoary Lori.
somewhere, and then recently moved back
Yeah.
about 3 weeks ago. She was saying something about Charles texting your other brother. Is it Andy?
Adam?
Adam? Do you know anything about that? Okay.
No.
So I'll kind of walk through an order.
Sure.
When the
Yeah.
argument initially came to you, you said you were on the phone?
No.
Okay, you were just in the room?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you said you were on the phone.
No.
So you weren't on the phone with anybody?
No, my phone was in that room.
Okay, your phone was in the room, so were you?
Yeah.
And then they came your way?
Yeah.
And then you're not sure where Lori and Tylee were when you came
When I
back?
came
with
back
the
out,
gun?
that's correct.
Okay. Where was your gun at in the room?
It was in my bag in a case at the foot of the bed. So
Okay.
the bed was here, and then the gun was here in a case.
Okay, inside like a duffel bag or something?
Yeah, it was like a zip, a little orange bag.
Okay.
And then my case
Yeah, he
was-
brought the gun with him to his sister's
Yeah.
house so they could kill her ex-husband.
Okay.
That's exactly what
Um,
happened.
Is there a reason you spent the night there last night?
No, not really.
Okay,
Just hang out. We were gonna hang out today.
okay.
Yes, Kathy, he is dead
Did
now.
your sister ever tell you she was concerned
He
for
fell
her safety
dead
or
the day
well-being
after
for
they
Charles?
exhumed Tammy's body,
But,
Tammy Daybell's.
Watching him interact with her, I was.
Okay, so, do you normally carry a gun with you?
Yeah.
Okay, but you didn't have it on your person during this?
No.
Okay. When we talked about Tylee basically having the bat, Charles taking the bat
Yeah.
away from Tylee, you said there was a struggle after that.
Yeah.
What happened?
I grabbed
to
him
the
from
best-
behind,
Okay,
and then we went to the ground. And then we separated, and he hit me, and then that's when I left.
okay.
Look,
So you
Wush,
grabbed him from
you wasn't big
behind.
enough to take
How
the
come you
bat
grabbed
from him?
behind?
Because he was in
This
front
is
of
a
me, and he was
bullcrap
going after
story.
Tylee with the bat.
What was he doing with that?
And he just grabbed it from her, and then I jumped in. I don't know what he did
Okay.
with it.
So he was going after Tylee with
Yes,
the bat,
yes.
and you grabbed him from behind,
Yes.
around the neck, or?
Over the
We'll
shoulder,
watch
like,
Lori's
You grabbed him
interview
from behind,
next,
yeah, you pulled
guys.
him back, and you guys
I pulled him
both
back, we
went to
both
the
went
ground.
to the ground, yeah.
Okay. Did you see him swing the bat at you?
No.
Okay. So you pulled him to the ground, you got back up.
I got back up, he hit me in the back of the head. I don't know if it was with the bat or not. I assumed it was, because
Okay.
he had it.
Okay.
Um,
So he hit you at the back of the head.
Yeah.
And you go to the room.
Yeah.
Okay. And you don't know where Lori or Tylee are when you go back to the room.
Correct.
Okay. You come back from the room.
Yeah.
And you basically get, you initial, or mark kind of here on this corner.
Yeah.
That you're basically at the corner of the living room.
Well, this is a hallway here, so there's like a wall here that divides the kitchen.
Okay.
So I'm somewhere in this area.
Okay. And he's in the living room.
Yes,
And he still has the bat.
yes.
Is he now focused at you, or is
Yes.
he focused at
He's
Lori? Or
focused at me, and he's
Okay.
yelling at me, and then he moves towards me.
what was he saying to you? Do you remember?
Not really.
Okay.
I just remember yelling.
Okay.
And then I was watching more body language. And when someone aggressively comes at you,
Okay. Are you, do you have your CCW?
Yeah.
Okay, so so he's basically coming at you and he's yelling, you're watching his body language.
Yeah.
And you said you told him, and I didn't, when we're talking, I'm not trying to not take notes and listen to what you're saying.
I'm trying to calm the situation.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop your bat, and he's.
How'd you calm the situation? By shooting him dead in the chest, you freak?
Did you ever tell him to leave, or did you say drop the bat, or?
First, I just said drop the bat.
Okay. And then did you say anything else after that?
I didn't have time.
Okay. So he came after you with the bat, and he's
Yeah.
kind of holding it in his
Yeah,
hand.
gun in his right hand.
Okay. You fire a couple times.
Yep.
And then you go to the kitchen,
Correct.
and then back to the bedroom.
Yes.
Okay.
Then Lori went to
You went back
Burger
to the
King. Then
bedroom.
she had a
You
pool
washed your
party.
hands.
Also, she bought some
All
All right,
flip
so you wash your
flops.
hands in the kitchen.
Yeah.
You put your gun back in your room.
Yep.
Where'd you set it at?
Just on the floor.
Okay, so you set it on the floor. Get your phone.
Yep.
Call 911.
Yep.
And then when did you realize Lori had gone? Did you call her?
No.
Okay. So you call 911. Did you do CPR on him?
I did.
Okay.
I tried.
Yes,
Okay.
Candy.
But you weren't on. I must have missed it here. I thought you said you were on the phone when.
Oh, yeah, no.
Did you hear them arguing about his phone?
All I heard was her say. "Don't
Oh
touch
yeah,
me."
after Charles was shot dead, Lori took his wallet and his phone.
You said that
Had him murdered and
a couple
robbed
months
him.
ago, Tylee was at your house
Mhm.
and he came over. What
Yeah.
happened? Tell me a little bit more about that.
He was going insane trying to locate Lori because Lori wasn't talking to him.
Okay.
Hey, your sister is
So he
insane,
was
bud. So
bugging
so was
everybody,
you.
family,
So
blowing
is
up their
Dumbbell,
emails, phones,
Chad.
sending text messages, just anything he could do to try and get somebody to tell Lori to contact him. So he was just spazzing out. So Patty and I were pulling out of
Spazzing
the house.
out,
He comes-
yeah,
He followed us and then he sped up.
because she thought people
and
was
blocked my
possessed by
driveway. He
zombies.
got out and ran up to me real aggressive, like he was gonna do something, and he just stopped and talked. And then Tylee got out and yelled at him. And then that lasted, I don't know, 15 minutes in the front.
Okay.
A lot of screaming Tylee at
Hey, Miss
Charles,
Kayla.
trying to leave and her not letting him because she wanted to get everything out that was bothering her.
Okay. So he didn't go after Tylee at that time.
Physically, he did not do
Okay.
anything.
Have you spent a lot of time around Charles?
Yeah,
Is he hot-headed?
not normally.
Okay. So have you ever?
Not normally, but he was dealing with weirdos.
Today?
No.
Okay.
No.
How would you describe him today?
Very aggressive,
Okay.
physically aggressive, going after Tylee, going after Lori, going after me.
Okay.
I've never seen anything like that. I've never seen him.
I can't believe the cops are buying this crap,
How long have they
or
been
they're
together?
acting like they're buying it.
Okay.
Oh, a good while.
And did they live here before?
Yeah, they lived here a couple times.
Okay.
They lived here.
Saying Charles
they
went at
lived in
Tylee,
Austin,
Sonia,
Then they
his
moved.
stepdaughter.
They moved to Chandler. Then they moved to Hawaii. And they moved back here. And then I think they split up. And then she went to live in Houston for 2 months. And I was working out. So she
And
went
they
back
split
here.
up because she was screwing Chad Dumbbell.
And he got a place, or she came back out here and got a place. How long ago was that?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Within 2 months.
Okay. So the last couple months. But she never said anything about having you come over because she didn't feel safe with him or because he was showing up or anything like that. Okay.
Liar. He's probably right down in hell
Is it
right
normal
now
for
with
you-
the
She
devil
expressed
shoving a
that
pitchfork
he had
up his
threatened her
butt.
in some in text messages,
Okay.
saying he was going to stop her or destroy her or something to that effect.
When did she tell you that?
Well, I don't know. A couple weeks ago when she got the text.
Okay. So that was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
It wasn't.
we talked about it, but it wasn't anything.
Gotcha.
On
So
the top of my
you
head.
weren't under the impression that she had you there to make
No.
sure that he was,
No.
didn't cause an issue or anything like that. And you had the gun, so you didn't bring a gun for that purpose.
I always carry it.
Charles was trying to get help because Lori
and-
threatened to
and,
kill him.
and
You
truck.
know, she's having all these
And
freaking
he's just-
hallucinations,
maybe
crazy.
shooting range, 'cause
crazy
that's what she
thoughts.
and he's gonna get, 380.
The police didn't take him
311.
serious either. She
Gotcha.
threatened to
So,
murder
take
him.
from my sister, she's got
several
something,
times.
let her shoot it.
Okay. Just recreational for
Yeah.
sport, not because you
Always,
felt you needed
always
it
target.
for
No, target.
self-protection or
No.
anything.
No, I never considered Charles to be violent or a threat before today.
Okay. When you grabbed him, when he was going after
Yeah.
Tylee
Yeah.
and your sister,
Yeah.
you grabbed him around the shoulder, you yank him to the
Yeah.
ground, but you never saw him swing.
Ooh, I gotta pause a minute because Candy had a baby in August. Her name is Avery. We thought we were having a boy. Oh boy, we'll reach the prize. Oh, congratulations. Little boys are the best. They are the best. They always turn out to be mama's boys. Congratulations, Candy.
Swing the bat at you at that time.
Correct.
Okay.
When
When you got up,
Yeah.
what happened right after you got up?
Well, we went to the ground and separated, and then I was getting up like this, and just my head bounced.
Okay. So as you were getting
Yeah.
up is when you felt the strike to the hip. And then you got up, what did you do? Did you go?
I just went straight to the room.
Okay.
Because I said, hey, this needs to calm down.
Okay.
And that's what I was hoping would happen.
So when you got back with the gun, you were assuming that he was gonna,
I thought he would back down at that point.
okay. And he did.
It did not.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Anything else you could think of that I need to know that we haven't talked about?
I can't think of anything.
You don't need any medical attention for your
I'd
head?
like to get that cut cleaned up.
Okay. I think we're almost done.
Oh, he's worried about his
We're
little
almost done.
cut.
We'll probably get you and Lori and Tylee back to the house.
I've been scraped up worse by a chicken than that. Come on.
Because we're working under
Sure.
as a scene.
Absolutely.
How'd the injury on your arm happen?
I'm guessing somewhere in the tussle.
Okay. Were there any strikes?
Somewhere in the tussle, somewhere in the murder, you mean, asshole.
No, just me shoving him.
Okay. And that was initial in the bedroom.
That was when yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That's when I got involved.
Okay. And then the only other time he got physical with anybody is when he was going after Lori and Tylee. You grabbed him around the neck.
Correct.
Dragged him back and you both
Yes.
felt him.
That's right.
Okay. No, we're just running a criminal history to make sure that
Yeah.
you're not a prohibited possessor. So there's no felony convictions. No.
Correct. There was a confessed felony, aggravated assault,
Okay.
in Austin, Texas in 2007.
Have your rights been restored? Are you
Oh,
legally
yeah.
able to?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's not the first
Oh,
husband of
able to-
Lori's. Her brother has
Oh,
jumped
okay.
on. He jumped on Joe Ryan, too.
Probation, and then
Gotcha.
that was that.
Okay, so it's an open-ended thing, so it's a
Yes.
misdemeanor now.
Well, whatever. It's just on there as a whatever. I don't know what the technical record is.
Okay,
I know I went to court and she said, "Oh, your rights restored," and gave me the paper and I'll find it
gotcha. All
after 4 years.
right, hang tight. I'm gonna go see if they're done with Lori. We'll get you guys all together so we can get you out of here. Just make sure that the people that are monitoring don't have any other questions that I need to ask.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
Candy.
All
I
right,
misread
appreciate
that.
it.
You had a little girl. Little girls are cute. Sorry about that. I like the name Avery. I know someone named Avery, by the way. Now, what's going on with this weirdo? He's just sitting there, the arms crossed. Okay, are you done talking, asshole? Totally evil. Totally evil, this guy right here. He is the same one that shot at Tammy Daybell with that paintball gun. I believe he helped Chad Daybell murder her. I really do. Okay, now let's take a look. I just saw something about Brian Laundrie. Let's look at that real quick, and then we'll move on to Lori's interview. Break-in. Brian Laundrie's father joins search at Carlton Reserve. Okay, that's not what I was wanting to read. Brian Laundrie's Ford Mustang was never at the Carlton Reserve. It was parked 17 miles away from the Carlton Reserve. Brian Laundrie reportedly parked his car 17 miles away from his parents, allegedly. According to an abandoned vehicle report created on September 14th. Hold on a minute. I'll take it down. Laundrie's gray Mustang was found at 6968 Reisterstown Road in something other environmental park. It's like a big old name. I can't pronounce it. Makahachi or something. Environmental park, which is about 17 miles from the Carlton Reserve. Laundrie's parents initially said he left their home on September 14th for the Carlton Reserve, but the family's lawyer, Stephen Bertolino, said the family was mistaken about the date Laundrie left. Yeah, right. The fugitive's parents now claim he left on September 13th. Okay, here's this abandoned vehicle report. Let me screenshot it. And then we'll read about his dad joining the search, and then we'll move on to Lori's interview. Okay, let's take down this ad. Right here, Northport Police, abandoned vehicle, 9/14/21. Okay, what else does it say? That's all it says. Prior reports indicate Laundrie's parents told police he drove the Mustang to the Carlton Reserve in Florida, left his car in the parking area. The Laundrie parents said they later picked up the car after police left a note on the vehicle. On Wednesday, authorities intensified search efforts at the Carlton Reserve for Brian Laundrie. He's not in the damn Carlton Reserve. Officials have not said what prompted the heightened search, which comes after several days of the search being scaled back. Okay, let's go to the other article about his dad. Okay, screen share this. I mean, so what? His dad's out there looking. That don't mean he's really in the Carlton Reserve. I mean, what took so long to help join the search? You know? And I read something yesterday. Gabby's family, when they first couldn't find Gabby, they thought Brian was missing too. They were worried about Brian too. Okay, so there's the Carlton Reserve. The father of missing fugitive Brian Laundrie has arrived at the Florida's Carlton Reserve Thursday morning, the day after an increase in police activity at the nature reserve for Laundrie's parents say he was headed when they last saw him on September 13th. Okay, Chris Laundrie arrived at the environmental park, which is adjacent to the Carlton Reserve. A Fox News digital reporter observed that Chris Laundrie's pickup truck was parked near the locked gate of the environmental park. I thought it was the Mustang. I thought he drove the Mustang there. It says Chris Laundrie's pickup truck was parked near the locked gate at the environmental park. After reporters who have been staging outside the Laundrie's Northport home said earlier Thursday Brian's father left the residence alone, reportedly carrying a plastic bag. Hey, do y'all know, like the neighbors of the Laundries where the reporters are set up? Guess how much those neighbors make? $3,500 a week for letting reporters set up on their yard. Now, somebody's turned on a damn lawnmower. Okay, the Laundrie's family attorney reportedly said on Wednesday that Northport police had asked Chris Laundrie to join the search for his son, but held off because of a reported finding of what appeared to be a recent campsite. That damn lawnmower. Hold on, guys. Are you serious, buddy? There's not nothing to be mowed there. Hold on. Let me mute. Freaking assholes always interrupting my streams. Oh my goodness. Okay, so his dad's at the Carlton Reserve joining in the search for his son. Now, I believe that's just to make it look good, like he, believes his son's in the Carlton Reserve, even though he knows better. He knows he's not there. Now, come on now. They've changed their stories. They said that they found his Mustang with a little note from the police on it at the Carlton Reserve. They left it there, thought he might come out of the woods, need a ride back. He never came out. He never came home. So they went back and got the Ford Mustang and brought it back home. Now they're saying it's a pickup truck. Which is it? I'll tell you what, I'm about sick of Brian Laundrie. I want justice for Gabby, but I am about sick of hearing about that asshole. I really am. So should we watch Lori's interview or Tylee's? Let's do Lori's. Then we'll do Tylee later. Let me get more time. That guy on that lawnmower is really getting on my nerves. I'm about to say something to him. Like, come on, guy. He's mowing like the side of the road, guys. On the side, and there's not even no freaking grass there. On this riding fancy-wancy lawnmower. He's the same guy that abandoned his dog, and I had to take care of it. Thank God he found a new home. Sometimes that dog comes to visit me. Okay, let's go back. Lori's interview so I can mute this damn noise. Gets on my damn nerves.
There's so many kids that just don't care. And I was like, just take it. You're so smart. Let's just take it and see if you pass it. She passed it.
And got a really good score.
Yeah, she passed it with like college ready.
Nobody cares, Lori.
Like the first time.
Well, and now she can do what she wants. So
Exactly.
she's better off that
Nobody
way.
cares what you've got to say. You have murdered everybody
And
that you know.
Lori's your first name, right? Lauri.
Lori.
Okay. And then what's your last name?
Vallow. Vallow.
And your date of birth? And your phone number?
Look at her in her little black outfit and her little hair, and it's all curled.
you
Her
live at the
makeup's
house, right?
done.
Okay.
Sick bitch.
Okay, I know this sounds silly, but it's probably the easiest way to start, is just to tell me what happened. And then, so you can start what makes the most sense to you, and we'll just work our way through, and I'm gonna ask you a bunch of questions just to kind of clarify.
Sure.
So I know you talked to the initial patrol officer,
And he just got information. He didn't
Okay.
say anything.
so yeah, if you can just kind of tell me kind of what happened. It sounds like some of this may have started last night or something along those lines.
Right.
So start where you think it makes the most sense.
Okay. So,
I told you, it's a great question.
Well,
Think of a
we moved
lie.
into this house 3 weeks ago
Think of a
because
lie
he
real
offered
quick,
to get
Lori.
me a house here where all my family is. So we
Okay.
were in Houston. And so he's like, we had decided to separate or whatever. So he's like, well, I'll pay for a house for you and for JJ and whatever, because he's all about JJ. He's never about Tylee, but he's all about JJ.
Mhm.
Because we adopted him together. He's
Okay.
his great nephew. We adopted him as a
Okay.
baby. And so we adopted him as a baby, and so we've been raising him together. And he travels all the time for business, so he's used to just going back and forth. So he's always gone like Monday through Friday. So he came when we first moved in and brought me stuff from Houston, like a U-Haul, and then he hasn't been back. But it's all these threats on my phone all the time, like whatever, all these things. And then he told me
What kind of threats?
just you'd have to read them to see, but he's always mad at me, right?
Okay.
And doesn't want a divorce, but I don't like him and don't want to deal with him. So that's just how it is. So we married for 14 years. We dealt with it for 14 years of him being horrible to her. Like he gets in huge fights with her.
Look at how she's talking about him, and her brother just gunned him down.
So he said, I'm coming Wednesday night. All of a sudden, I want to see JJ. And I told him, I said, I will never keep JJ from you. You can come see whenever you want to. Come take him to school, whatever. Like, I'm not going to do that.
So when you initially moved, he had said he was gonna buy you a house, so you moved here with your.
Yeah, he was going to rent us a house.
And so you
'Cause
moved,
all my family lives here. So we lived here for a long time.
okay,
And then he moved us to Houston.
okay,
And we were there with my son. He was out of school. He didn't have any of his like services, his DDD, his anything. He like ripped him out of school and said, we're moving.
okay.
And I didn't go with him at first. And he took him. And I let him take him.
Mhm.
And I didn't file anything or whatever. And then he filed something against me and said, I'm only going to get supervised visits because I'm crazy and blah, blah, blah. You know, the story. And so I just didn't.
You are
for,
freaking that
30 days
bitch.
And let him take care of him. And let him see what I've been doing for the past 7 years. Because men need to do that. You know, I have 5 kids. I have grown kids. I have grandkids.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you're going to threaten me that you're not going to let me see my child without supervised visitation?
Right.
Okay, do it for 30 days and see how long it lasts. You're
Right.
begging me to come pick him up.
She's telling that cop that, you know, Charles didn't treat Tylee right. She's just trying to get sympathy, is all it is. Trying to make out like, you know, he was a bad person. Hey, lady, if he didn't treat your kid right, why was you married to him for 14 years then? Huh? That's sorriness on her part. She's a freaking liar.
But she did. She's like, come back and whatever. So I moved in with them to Houston
Okay.
for the family, you know, and Tylee went with me. We drove to Houston from here and left all our family and all his support, all my son's support, like his cousins, everything. And we were there and I enrolled him in school there. I tried to start all his services and it takes forever.
Yeah.
You know, it takes so long to get that done.
There's no easy transferring.
There's
anything.
no easy transfer.
You start from
State
the
to
beginning.
state, it's a totally new thing.
Yeah.
And he didn't do any of it in those 30 days. So he just
This audio is kind of messed up.
Even applying. And I'm like, do you even realize? Because he didn't ever do it in the first place. I did it. Long story. I'll keep it short. He hasn't been here in a couple weeks since we moved in.
Okay.
He came. He was very nasty when he was there, but he travels for business. So
You're a
he had
very
to
nasty
Houston house.
bitch. How about
And he's like, I'm
that?
coming on Wednesday night. And I'm going to come pick up JJ.
I'd like to get my hands on her, y'all. I'd give her a good country girl ass whooping.
And I said, you can't come stay at this house because you can't get along with Tylee. She's a minor. She has to live here.
Yeah.
So because he gets in huge fights up there.
Okay.
And she hates him. And so I'm like, you can't
You
stay at the
probably
house.
put
So I will
stuff
book
in
you a
her
hotel
head
because
about
he stays in
Charles.
hotels all the time because he travels for business. And the business pays for it. Right?
Uh-huh.
So I said, I will book you a hotel nearby.
What does he do?
He works with teachers in their retirement plans, but he goes to them at their school.
Oh,
He
okay.
mostly works in California,
Okay.
no matter where we live. And we
Okay.
lived in Hawaii. He'd work in California. He'd work in Texas. He has like books of business in different areas. And so he just goes wherever.
Okay.
It kind of just gives him freedom that he doesn't have to stay home every day and take care of special needs.
Yeah.
It's like an excuse, right? So I've done that myself for the last 7 years anyway. And I was a single mom before I married him with my 2 kids.
Yeah.
And he had 2 kids. We got married, tried to make a family. You know, how it goes. Anyway.
You suck,
So
lady.
he said he was coming last night. I said, well, you can't stay at this house because you can't get along with Tylee. I'll get you a hotel and you can come play with JJ. But he goes to school all day.
Yeah.
I got him back into his school. His services, I met with the DDD yesterday and they finally are getting his services back. But we're paying $125 a day to have him back at school because he's so out of his routine. He's been a nightmare on the floor, kicking stuff, hitting stuff, walls. Like, he just ripped him out of his life.
Yeah.
So, anyway. Just how he is, because he only thinks about himself. So he says, coming to get JJ, and JJ's like, I don't want Dad, because he knows Dad took him away. So he was freaking out, right? So I didn't tell him.
Because you brainwashed him,
I was
bitch.
going to come take you to school or anything. So he didn't bother me last night, which I was surprised. I was expecting kind of an ambush for him to kind of like come over or be just mean and say, it's my house. I'm on the lease. I'm going to stay here.
You're the mean one. You're the one that
That's
murdered
kind of his
everybody.
macho
Your own
attitude.
children.
And
You blood
so
bitch.
he came this morning. I was getting JJ ready.
So
for
he
school.
got in last night, but he wasn't at the house last night.
Yeah, I didn't hear from him, except for he texted me and said, I'll be there at 7:30 to pick up JJ.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, that was good, because I didn't hear from him. And then he, he came over in the morning.
Think
and
of a lie,
banging on the
honey.
door. I'm like, oh great, here we go, you know. And I was just gonna be nice. I was gonna be nice as possible. And I had JJ stuff all ready for school. And so
Do you remember about what time he got there?
he said he'd be there 7:30, but it was more like 7:40ish
Okay.
or 7:35. I don't know.
Okay.
But I remember thinking, looking at the clock, and he wasn't there at 7:30, and he's usually Mr.
Yeah.
On
Punctual.
time. Yes. So I was like, okay. And then JJ was like, oh, Dad. And then he was like, Mommy, and like ran to me and was like holding me. He's like, you're not taking me to school. And I was like, it's okay, Daddy can just drive you to school. It's not a big deal. You know, I'm just trying to make
You
it
brainwash the kids.
Yeah, calm. And then he was just being real smirky and real like jerky, you know, to me. And I was like ignoring him, whatever. And so he was like, I'm leaving.
Your brother lives there with you?
No,
Okay.
he had stayed with me last night because I was worried he was going to come over and
Okay.
cause trouble with me.
Okay.
And just wanted someone else there, like my brother there, because I trust my brother. And it's been a long story. Like I had to go live at my brother's when he took JJ, and you know he's just been difficult. So anyway, so I got JJ
God, she's so annoying.
And he's like this about timing. He's like, I'm leaving in 20 minutes because it's like 15 minutes to school and like you can't get there early. They don't open the gates until 8:20 or something like that. And I said, well, why don't you just go now? I want him in the house. I'm like, why don't you just go now and take him to Burger King because that's what he likes for breakfast. And he's very particular about food. Like he wanted chicken fries for breakfast and this right. Like, and I just can't believe that because you know everybody comes in, it's like on the floor screaming, dragging him into school, like, and he's big. And he's
That mic sucks with her voice.
Anyway, so I said, just go. And so he said, okay. So I gave him a backpack. He got in the car. This is his MO, right? He always leaves something in the house and comes back. He never leaves the first time. I always expect my husband to come back into the house, right? So I guess he had left his phone on the counter.
So he initially left with the backpack and with JJ?
And so he put them in the car,
Okay.
in the driveway, and then he came back in, right? So I kissed JJ goodbye. He came back in, and his phone was on the counter, and I had his phone. And he was like, give me my phone. And I was like, why don't you show me your text that you've been texting, blah, 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 you know, whatever.
There's something else playing here, and I can't figure out where it's coming from. Hold on a minute. Hold on. I cannot find where this is playing from. Hold on one sec. Ashley Banfield is playing on my laptop, and there is no tab open for it.
On September 14th, 3 weeks ago today,
Hold on, guys.
well, they suddenly realized that they'd misread.
Okay, I think I fixed it, guys. Sorry about that. I could not find the tab that was playing. It's so weird. Okay, let's get back to Hori Lori's interview. Hey, Bubba. What you doing, mister? My little Bubba's up. Let's go back to the history. Okay.
You know, whatever. Because he's like acting really weird, like he's plotting something.
You're acting weird, bitch.
Why are you even here? Like, what did you come here for? You know, I've been talking to my other brother, and my brother came into town at the same time last night. And I haven't talked to my brother in a while, my other brother, and I was like, and so he was texting him on the phone when he first got to my house, and I'm like, why are you texting Adam? Like, do you even talk to him? Like, my other brother.
Okay, so Charles was texting Lori's brother, Adam, because they wanted to get Lori help because she, you know, was talking about people being possessed by, you know, being zombies, having dark spirits inside of them. So Charles and Adam, you know, were trying to figure out a way where they could get Lori help. And Lori knows all this because she took Charles Vallows' phone after he was murdered. Can y'all believe that the cops let her keep his phone and wallet. And she also went and deleted some text, I hear. I love Ashley Banfield Sonia, by the way. She's like my hero.
And, he's been telling me all these texts, like, you're going down, blah, 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 blah. He's blaming me for our marriage breaking up and my niece getting divorced and my friend getting divorced. He said, I'm a destroyer right now.
Well, I mean, you was screwing Chad
What would my
Daybell.
motivation be for people getting divorced? So I could babysit the kids more? Like, why would I have any control over what people do?
Yeah.
So it's just very odd. But anyway.
I'm gonna turn her down a little bit because
I've had to leave
audio
over
sucks.
the years probably 5 times and just stay in a hotel for 2 days because he goes nuts. Like, you don't know what's gonna set him off. Like, whatever. And she's mad at me for always like going back. But we had JJ and he's special needs and it's really hard. Like, it's even harder to take care of him.
So when you say he goes nuts, that can mean a lot of different things.
Right.
So goes nuts like yelling and screaming.
Yeah,
goes
yelling and
nuts, like,
screaming,
breaking
like,
things.
yes.
Goes nuts like physical violence.
He's never really, besides like grabbing us and pushing us, but not like punching us or something. But with Tylee, he has gotten physical
Okay.
before. And with my grown son,
Like physical how?
like got into a physical fist fight with my son when he was 16.
So you let a man
And
get
after
into a
Tylee,
fight with your children and you
2 times
stayed
in
with
Hawaii.
them?
Okay.
And like went like he was gonna hit her, but then I got in between them.
Uh-huh.
Liar.
How
She's
old
a
was she when
liar.
that happened?
Probably 13 and 14.
Okay.
Somebody
So this
gets
morning
into
comes
it
back
with
in
my
and-
son, and I'm gonna beat the hell out of him.
He was very worried about whatever was on his text
Mhm.
that he did not want me to see, and so I was just holding it there, and he was screaming at me, and I was kind of walking towards around the house with it, so he couldn't get it. He's like reaching for it and stuff like that, and so Tylee came out of her room upset,
Mhm.
and she had a bat, and she told him to leave her mother alone, like
Mhm.
right. So she was really whatever. He's screaming at her, "Don't you hit me with that bat!" and blah blah blah, and then my brother heard all the commotion because he was in there in bed, and so he came out into the main room, and I guess whatever.
What's your brother's name?
Alex.
Alex. Okay.
Mhm. And then
Alex the freak.
he just started. He was screaming and he was super upset and whatever, and he's yelling at Tylee, "Don't you hit me with that bat!" and blah blah blah. And so Tylee, I guess I don't know if she swung at him or what, but he like grabbed the bat from Tylee and then went to like hit Tylee with the bat. It was. And I was right there, they were right there, and my brother grabbed him from behind,
Mhm.
like just to stop him from hitting Tylee.
You go like this, like he grabbed him, like.
Yeah, from behind, like just kind of to pull him back.
Uh-huh.
And then they got into the thing. He's hitting him with the bat, and they're on the ground, like grappling around or whatever. And then, it was all
And he
quickly.
and he hit your brother with the bat while they were grappling and stuff.
Yeah, yes, he was hitting him with the bat, like swinging the bat, back and forth, and they were kind of like on the ground. I was like freaking out trying to go around, knowing JJ was in the car,
Yeah.
right? And so then he got up and he had the bat like this towards me, and I was going around the other side to try to just get out of his range where he couldn't hit me. And then I had told Tylee that she was on the ground because after he took the bat from her, she fell back. And so I told her, I was like, go get in the car with JJ. Like, I don't want JJ coming in to the house, and I wanted her out of the way. I wanted the kids out of the way, whatever this fight was going to be. And then,
Do you remember what your husband or your brother were saying or yelling during all of this, if they were at all?
just kind of get off me, out, or whatever. They were like, don't talk to my niece, whatever. Like, it was, I don't remember specifics, but they were kind of in the heat of it. I don't think there was many words. I don't remember.
So Tylee goes outside,
Yeah, she was outside,
and then what happened?
then they got up from that, and my brother had like stepped back, I guess, and then Charles was coming with me to that and yelling at me to give him his phone
Mhm.
still because I had it in my hand. It was all really quickly,
Mhm.
and then when I went around kind of in the circle, then my brother was there.
When you said when you were going around and he was coming at you with the bat,
Mhm.
how was he holding the bat?
Just like that, like backwards.
Like he was swinging it backwards? He would have done like.
Oh, look, Glory must work out.
Okay, yeah.
He was a professional baseball player.
Okay.
Little scrawny arms.
So it was a good idea for Tyler to get out of that.
Probably not the.
I mean, he played semi-pro
Yeah.
when he was young. But
I could pick her up and body slam her, guaranteed.
yeah, and then I was kind of turned around, and we were all right there in that room except for the kids had been outside by that time, and I heard the gunshot.
Mhm.
And
So you heard the shot?
Mhm.
Did you actually see the shot, or did you just hear it?
I had gone around
Mhm.
to the kitchen to get away from him and so back around. So I don't know if he went in the house.
I didn't, so I'm at a little bit of a disadvantage.
It was a yes or no
so
question,
I
lady.
didn't see the shot. I heard it, and then I came back around and I saw that he was on the ground,
Okay.
and was freaking out.
Yeah.
And so I was just freaking out, and I just went into mom mode. I'm like, I've got to go to get JJ to school. I've got to get to the kids. I just felt like I got to get to the kids.
Mhm.
And so I just went outside and to see if they were in there. Okay, I didn't want them coming back in the house when all that was going on. And
Okay, so your ex-husband just got shot by your brother, and you're thinking, I got to get JJ to school? Don't y'all think that's a little weird? That'd be like the farthest thing through my mind, something like that happened at my house.
and got JJ in the car, and he was trying to come in,
Mhm.
and Tylee was like looking at me with like the crazy eyes, like what just happened. And I told her to get in the car and let him take JJ to school.
Mhm.
And I just left.
When you came back in and you saw him on the ground, where was your brother? Did you see him where he was at?
Yeah, he was right in front of him.
Okay.
Like it all happened very quickly. That
Right.
was, I feel like I was there because I was right there, and like
Yeah.
a second later, like
Okay.
I just went around the kitchen to get away from him.
Did your brother say anything to you at all? Do you remember?
No, we were both just in shock.
Okay.
Like it was just if anything, I went out with the kids just to check on them first, and I was gonna.
That is not normal behavior. Somebody is shot and killed in your house, and your first thought is take the kids to school, go to Burger King, and get some flip-flops and have a pool party later. That is not normal behavior, and these cops should know that.
Come back in maybe, but I didn't. I was like, I just have to get him to school.
Okay.
And call the police, come back, whatever.
Did anybody say did you or your brother say anything at some point about calling the police or calling 911? Do you remember?
Yeah, he called me and
Okay.
he said, are you taking JJ to school?
Uh-huh.
And I said, yeah, we need to call the police. And he said, okay.
Okay. So he called you when you didn't come back inside, basically?
Right,
Okay.
because I was like in the car for a minute, and then I was like, what do I do?
Mhm.
And I didn't want JJ to go inside, and I
Okay.
didn't know what to do. And Tyler was freaking out. I was trying to get them away from the scene.
Understandable.
Mhm.
Do you, and you may not know this,
Mhm.
so, because I know you heard the shot, do you know at what point your brother had the gun? Do you know if he had it when they got in their first fight, or did he have to go get it, or do you know that at all?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
And do you remember if you ever heard your
I
brother?
didn't see him ever leave the room.
Okay.
So it was so fast. All that was so fast. Like
Yeah.
him on the ground rolling around and I'm screaming and
This probably happened in a couple seconds.
yeah, I mean it was like super fast.
And I don't know if you know this or not, does your brother normally carry a gun? Like, I carry a gun everywhere I go.
Right. Like I
So-
know he's a gun person. Like he
Okay.
has guns and things.
Okay.
He's good with guns.
Did you know that he had one with him when
No,
he came over?
no, but
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised if he did. 'Cause
Okay.
Oh, she didn't know that he had a gun when he came over, even though he was going to take her to the shooting range, he claimed in his interview.
he's very, very professional with guns.
Proficient, professional, responsible usually.
Y'all's professional
Right,
weirdos.
And then, do you remember if at any time, so you were trying to get away from him
Right.
and you heard the shot. Prior to the shot, do you remember at any point hearing your husband or your brother saying anything to either of them?
No.
So my second very ridiculous question
Mhm.
is there anything else that I didn't ask about or anything that we didn't cover that you think is important? I always ask that just because I wasn't there, and so we're going through something that happened a super small amount of time.
Yes. Can I
So,
step?
yeah, go for it.
This is a game.
Oh my God, look how she's sitting there with her legs up. Crazy ass bitch. Like, who does that when they're being interviewed over somebody being shot and killed? Who said Indian style is the call it?
He was just so angry, like super scary.
Did
You
you
know how
think,
you take your phone away from like a 16-year-old and
Uh-huh.
they freak out?
Uh-huh.
Like their world disintegrates. Like I've taken my phone away from a 16-year-old boy before, and he's like wanted to kill himself because
Yeah.
like they kidnapped him. That's how it was. It was like it's something on his phone that he does not want me to see. That he was like freaking out.
Mhm.
Like To the point where I thought he would hit me in the back of the head to get the phone.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
So you
talking
thought-
to your brother about
And
sending
not, I
your
don't want to put
crazy
words in
ass
your mouth,
off.
but you thought it was possible that he was going to hurt you.
Absolutely, he was gonna hurt me and Tylee.
Okay.
Not JJ, he would never hurt JJ.
Okay.
And he hurt my brother. Like,
Yeah.
he was going like ballistic about. It was bad.
Okay. I'm gonna go talk to her real quick.
Okay.
And then if, obviously, we'll be here for a little bit, hopefully not too much longer. But if you think of anything or there's anything that kind of pops in your head or something else that we didn't cover, obviously. So I'm gonna go talk to her for just a little bit and then I'll kind of come back and check with you. And then we'll kind of go from there. So I know my partner's talking to your brother over in one of the other interview rooms. So we're gonna just try to get, as much done as we can and go from there. Okay? And then, is there anybody that you need to call or anything, or you want to wait a little bit?
I don't know what I would say.
And wait a little bit, we'll see.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know what I would say.
and if you want to, you can think about it. So we do have victim services that work within the police department. They're right over here. They're not cops, they're civilians. And they
Charles
do,
is the victim, not that
Jessica,
bitch.
who's out there with the fire department, so they're kind of our crisis response. They come right away. So our victim services that work in the department are kind of more long-term type support systems. So they're just a really good resource because they do a lot of stuff with our families and things like that and can help with support services and questions you might have.
She's been through so much.
So it might be a
I
good
just
idea.
can't stand for her to have to go through all this.
Yeah. It might be a good idea maybe before I take you guys back today that
She can't stand for Tylee to go through all that, even though she had her murdered, probably participated in it, dismembered her. She don't want them. She don't want, Tylee talking to him because she's afraid she might say something to give them away.
I get one of them to come in and maybe sit and talk with you guys and see. And it's not something there's a bunch of stuff they can, offer, but it's good to have a contact and like a name and a face and a phone number.
That'd be good.
That way maybe a couple days from now, a week from now, or if there's something going on or you think you need help with something, it may not be something that's necessarily up like me and my partner's alley, but it very much will maybe up theirs.
Y'all see how fast she's blinking her eyes? Let me take this comment down. You pay attention. She keeps blinking her eyes real fast. Now, I do that. I've always done that all my life. But I think she's doing it because she's sitting there lying.
So I'd like for you to meet one of them before we leave. That way, hopefully if there's something that they can help you and your daughter with, they can, or even JJ or whatever else.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I even thought about him.
Yeah.
I
So,
mean, he's used to him not being there, but he would understand even if you told him,
right,
like, that somebody passed away. He doesn't understand
what that means. Well, I mean, it's hard at 7 to understand that
Right,
anyways.
that's true, but with him, he just doesn't, which is
Yeah.
probably better because he doesn't comprehend things,
Mhm.
but I don't know, that's a lot to think about.
So let me go find one of them, and then we'll make sure that you guys get to meet with them before you leave, because that might be something very helpful for you guys. And I'm gonna go speak with your daughter for just a little bit, and we'll kind of go from there. Okay? And if you need anything, let me know. Okay? Okay.
We just saw your thongs, Lady Cop. Gonna have to do better than that. Did y'all see her thongs when she got up? She had black thongs on. Oh, are you gonna boo-hoo? Pretend to boo-hoo? You stupid bitch. God, I've said bitch a lot this morning. I can't stand her. Look at her. She's sitting there like she's meditating or something. They're stupid yoga pants. Lady, them yoga pants look bad on you because you don't got no butt or nothing. Let's see. Skip through. We ain't gonna watch her sitting in silence. Oh, damn. Are they going to come back in the room? Okay, let's move forward a little. See what happens. Oh, look at the little teddy bear. I love that picture right there. I can't believe anyone would sit like that when you're being interviewed by the police for anything, but especially murder. I mean, like, who does that? I mean, if I'd have been interviewing them, I'd have been like, they are way too calm. Something is not right here. The reason they shot and killed Charles is because Charles was trying to have Lori sent off. He was communicating with Lori's brother Adam. That's why she was cutting such a fit to get to his phone.
Hi, sorry, that's somebody else.
So she's gonna take you over to like a conference room so you guys can sit and talk and stuff. And then you can just, once you guys talk and kind of, you can decide if you're comfortable with Tylee coming in or whatever. And then
I just don't want her to be left alone and
Yeah,
by herself.
yeah.
She's freaking out.
so we keep kind of popping in and checking in and stuff. So
You're afraid of what she might say, you dummy.
Okay. I'm here to try to, you get lots of choices when you talk, so we'll just get started and then we'll, then we'll go from there. That sound okay?
She makes me sick, y'all. She makes me so sick. It's for the body language peeps later. I cannot wait till an expert does a video on her body language. What is that one channel I watch? Psychology of Seattle or something like that. That's the name of the channel. That he's really smart and he reviews people's body language. He even does reviews of the people on 90 Day Fiance too. He is really smart. Let me see if I can find his channel before I get off here. I'll put Tylee's interview up. I'll probably let it record and put it up on the channel. Also, Melanie Gibb has an interview. I need to get that up. I may actually record those and put them up on Patreon. I've not put anything on there in a while. Psychology in Seattle. Yeah, it's called Psychology in Seattle. Let me just get his link. This guy's so smart. I love him. I've been watching him forever. Used to, he wasn't on camera. It's just like, kind of like how I do right here in the mornings. Like a little podcast. We had body language training in the police academy. Oh, I forgot, Gayla. You're a retired police officer. Cece, did you lose your strike? Hey, no, Sonia. Even though the interview room's channel has been terminated, I still have my copyright strike. It's going to be lifted November the 5th if I don't get any more. No. Now, I was watching someone's video, I believe it was Benny Keys, and he was saying that Chris was saying someone hacked his account and went around striking these small channels. Yeah, right. He struck it. I think actually before you copyright strike somebody, you should actually click on the video and see what they're doing with your content. Now, I first felt bad he lost his channel, and then after, getting all the facts, oh well, I think he's a shady cop. I mean, when you got a big platform like that, you cannot be accusing people of being, suspects like Brian Laundrie. I think he accused this guy, Nomadic Trek or something like that, of being Brian Laundrie on Twitter. And like 1,000 people or more went over there and started harassing that guy. And that guy got an attorney. And that's the reason that the interview room's channel got terminated. You got to be careful when you've got a big audience like that, or any audience really. You can't be accusing innocent people of stuff. And he did it like 2 or 3 different times. And, this guy was getting like death threats and things. Oh no. It's reckless. He's a shady cop. I mean, he was involved in that Michael Crow investigation where they coerced that little, 13, 14-year-old boy into confessing to killing his sister, Stephanie Crow, and the kid didn't even do it. But, they badgered him so long that he finally admitted to it. And Chris was in on that. Y'all should watch that, the interrogation of Michael Crow. Now, I think Chris claims that he's not one of the ones that coerced him, but he was right in on it. He got sued over that, too. They actually arrested Richard Tewitt. I believe that's how you say his name. He's actually the one that killed Stephanie Crow. But I think he was convicted of like manslaughter or something in that case, and then it was overturned, his conviction. Yes, look up the interrogation of Michael Crowe, Crowe. Very interesting. I've watched the movie about it. Someone came in the middle of the night, killed little Stephanie Crowe, little kid, stabbed her repeatedly in her bedroom. And when the parents found out about the called 911, automatically Michael was their prime suspect. Just because he played video games, they would when they were interrogating him, they were like, "Well, maybe you killed your sister and you just can't remember it." And they went on and on and on about it till finally he was like, "Well, maybe I did kill her and don't remember it." They had him so upset. Spent a year in prison. Can't believe they lost a child. Then one wrongly taken for a year. I know it. I know it. Melanie Christina says it's on Amazon Prime. What's it called, Melanie? The Interrogation of Michael Crowe on there? I'd say you could just put that in Amazon and find it. It's a good movie. It's a really good movie. They put them parents through hell. I had no idea when Chris first came to YouTube and stuff that he was involved in that investigation. He first came to YouTube on that Profiling Evils channel. And I think he screwed that guy over somehow. What's his name? Mike. He's actually a good guy. He's been on Dr. Phil and stuff. But I don't think his channel should have been deleted. That's me. Now I was reading tweets going to get people banned. That's what I worry about. Well, a lot of people, I guess people was going over and tagging Team YouTube on Twitter. But where that nomadic track got an attorney and he had like 1,800 death threats. That's what got him shut down. Yes, rumors are he broke away from Chris. Yeah, I noticed a long time ago that he quit coming on his channel. TIR is what's TIR? I'm lost. I'm having a blonde moment. Anyways, YouTube's been taking a lot of people's channels. They took Neg's channel from the drama community. You know, he did reviews of like MFW's videos, Chantel, Foodie Beauty, Amberlyn Reed. But anyways, he was arguing with Life of a Free Spirit. And she kept tagging Team YouTube and stuff until they terminated. Oh, it's the interview room. Okay, sorry. The interview room is TIR. Yes, his channel has been terminated. Deleted. Yeah. It happened like last week, I think, Melanie. And it was because he was accusing that guy, Nomadic Trek, that's on Twitter, of being Brian Laundrie. And about 1,800 people was over giving him death threats. And he got an attorney. Yeah. I knew he was shady when he struck my channel. A 3,000 subscriber channel, and him like got thousands and thousands. And I knew he was shady because I was being really respectful. In that video, I even said, "Oh, if I was missing, I'd want him down here looking for me." So that told me that he just saw that I played his content and went and copyright struck me instead of listening to what I was saying before he did it. I don't think that's right. I don't think it's right at all. And I was dropping his link in the chat. That showed me he was shady. Then when I found out about the Michael Crowe interrogation, I didn't find out about that till after he struck my channel. And I was like, this is a dirty cop. I don't care what nobody says. He is a dirty cop. They break the rules. That's the risk you take. Next, when interviewed on BX, even says he went into Kelly's real life. You can't do that. Yeah, you can't do that. You cannot do that. And see, I've heard that the interview rooms dox people and stuff too. Dropping people's mugshots, things like that. You can't do things like that. If you're going to do true crime, you don't need to be involved in shady stuff. That's my opinion. I tell you somebody else I can't stand on here is that damn Natasha Cooper. I cannot stand that woman's channel. If people can't see how she is, they are blind. It's plain to see how that lady is. She loves the views. She's all about the drama. She never moves out of that recliner. And she reminds me of Analyzer, minus the cancer scamming. She just reminds me of her. You can tell the truth ain't in that lady. She's all about herself. I don't know why people flock over to hear her true crime. Melanie, oh boy, don't get me started on her. Ain't she a freaking nut? I can't even hardly listen to her. I like to put my videos on Bluetooth speaker. That way I can carry my speaker throughout the house. But she scares the hell out of my dog. She talks so loud. You can just tell she's a drama hoe. She's built her channel. She's got thousands and thousands of subscribers off Gabby. That's all you see on her channel. Gabby Petito, over and over and over. And all she's doing is the same thing I'm doing when we go over and look at WFLA's live stream. What's going on with Brian Laundry? You know, Melanie, I do the same as my speaker. Yeah, that way I don't gotta carry my phone or laptop. I'll just carry my speaker throughout the house when I'm cleaning. I was laughing so hard with this account that was Natasha's recliner. Holy smokes, that account was funny. Hey, she probably don't move out of that damn recliner. Hey, let me tell you something. YouTube takes time. Even my little streams that I do, it takes me time in the mornings or at night to find what we're going to talk about, get it saved, fix my thumbnail, all that. So you just imagine somebody like her sitting there doing stream after stream all day long. I'm not talking about 2 and 3 streams. They couldn't do nothing else with their life, such as cooking, cleaning, doing homely duties. They couldn't. It's not possible to sit there on your ass for hours doing live stream after live stream. I'm lucky to do my little stream in the morning because I just got so many animals. You know, I have to get up in the morning. As soon as I wake up in the morning, I head over to the funny farm, let my chickens out. I got to come back. I got to let my dogs out. I got to give Smokey's medicine to him. I got to feed them. I got to let them out again. Then I'm trying to do, get my stream ready. I just, I don't got time to stream. Oh, thank you, Melanie. We all kind of think alike. I figured if I mentioned that name that some of y'all probably wouldn't be a big fan of hers. Oh Lord, if she hears me talking crap about her, she'll be doing a live stream on me. Yeah, the Natasha recliner account was always asking for help, complaining about her violating the recliner while digging for change. Hey, she don't a bit more care about Gabby Petito than anything. You know what I mean? It's all about views and stuff for her and Molly Golightly. Ashley Banfield gave her a good little bashing. Well, it wasn't a bashing, but, she just told it like it was, acting like a damn fool outside the laundry's house with the laundry basket, cleaning stuff, saying this house should be burnt to the ground around them. You can't be saying shit like that, doing shit like that. That was done for views, gain subscribers. It wasn't done for the right reason. I don't know how people take her seriously. I can't take neither one of them seriously. I really can't. And the reason is, because I know that they don't really care about these families and these cases. It's all done for views and publicity. Oh, that was so dumb. Oh, yeah, I know it. She's dumber than a box of rocks and thinks she's better than everybody else because she married a man with money. Hey, she ain't no better than nobody else. I wouldn't be caught dead doing something like that. Going outside somebody's house acting like that, taking a laundry basket. I might have held up a sign out there when she first went missing, but there ain't. Okay. Might have held a sign, but I wouldn't be out there screaming and going on like that. All for views and clout. Yep. It's all done for views and clout. Hey, people is bashing Molly all over TikTok. I stay on TikTok, and there's videos of her outside of the laundry house, and in the comment section, people is giving her hell. She's getting a lot of hate. Now, I did see some people, defending her, but only like a couple. Well, guys, I'm going to get off here. I hope y'all have a good day. I may see y'all later. If I get some time this evening, we may do a porch chat if I'm not too tired or anything. Ickmail is great. Yes, I love his channel, Melanie. Now he really cares about the victims and stuff. Hey, I can't watch people when I can tell that they really don't care about the victims. I can't watch them. Anyways, y'all have a great day. I'll see y'all later. Be safe, be kind. Peace.